route from the off-grid tiny house. So what we're looking at is this solar panel. This is the 100-watt mono. It's actually polycrystalline panel. And what happened was it says it's 560. My mom did something to the lawnmower, shorted something out, and we were wondering why the lawnmower wasn't charging anymore. Well, let's take a look here, guys. So as you can see, the two pins here are missing this black piece here, which is a fuse, I'm assuming. And what happened was, when I opened this up, a bunch of plastic came out. That was an exploded one of those black things. If the camera can zoom in, come on, you can do it, camera, zoom in. Maybe not. Let's zoom out. But anyway, I'm trying to find numbers on this thing to see what it is, because this thing totally blew out, and this pin is totally moved down, like it exploded and shot it down somehow. Now obviously there's no power going through this, so I'm gonna have to fix this to add some type of fuse here to stop that from happening again. But the other panel here also needs fixing too. I'm going to take it outside and put the voltmeter on it to see what kind of voltage it gets, because we tried that once already and we weren't getting anything. So it makes me assume that the fuses are blowing in there as well, and they haven't exploded off the rail. But if I'm going to do everything, I'm going to do everything once and not 50 times. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. So see you guys outside. Alright guys, so this is the solar panel that I just went outside and tested. Sorry I didn't film that, but I had no tripod and had to hold a meter leads into those connectors there. So I didn't have a third arm and a camera crew to help with that. So I was getting around 1 volt of power coming through in full sun. So as you can see, there's some black shit here, and I don't know if these are popped or not, because they haven't exploded off the rail, right? So I'm guessing they are. And if I can remove one, actually I'm going to remove the one on this side, because it has writing on it, I'm assuming, and then I can figure out what the hell it actually is, and if I can just solder some connections on here, put my own fuse system in, and go from there. So we'll find out. I just gotta pull this guy on. This guy's solid as the other one, so this is the only one that exploded off. And one other thing I've looked at, I don't know if I can find a spot here on camera. Okay, right. Let's see. See the see that black stuff on the cell? Why my camera does not want to focus is beyond me. But that's happened a couple spots on here. Let me see if I can find some more. See that spot there? That looks kind of like it's burnt. And there was a few other spots down here that had it, so I don't know if the panel is fried or what. But that's a very costly mistake that my mom did there, so not good. So I'm going to attempt to pull off one of these if I can, because I don't know what they are, but not on this one. I will do it on the other. This guy here, because this one blew off and I couldn't read anything off the plastic because it was so destroyed. So, but it did shove this whole thing down, and it was just laying in here all exploded. So we'll figure out some way to fix this. Alright guys, so I'm gonna attempt to take these pieces of wire with this with these blade holders on there, and I'm going to take a 5 amp blade fuse, shove that in so it'll be now fused, and then what I need to do is tilt the camera back. I want to get the copper soldered to either end of this to those connections there, but it looks like I'm pretty long, so I can always turn it so I can stuff the fuse inside of there, type of thing. So I'll have to do something like that, or shorten up the wires, either or. So I'll see what I can do here for now. I'm going to do one at a time, and I'll get back to you. Alrighty guys, so I got the soldering iron plugged in. I'm going to attempt to solder these connections in here. And go from there. I got to add some flux to my tip of my soldering iron here, and I'm going to zoom you guys in so you guys can see my crappy solder job to some degree. Okay, there we go. It's heating up. We'll see how well this goes. Starting to smoke a bit. Now this is rookie soldering 101. See if I can get it to stay. Nope. Come on, melt on me. Okay, that might have took. Not very good. I'll try the other side. Come on, bitch. Get in there. Let's see. That's solid. This one needs more work. Different angle too it's on. Okay, that's a lot of solder on there. Yeah, they're both solid, so I'll shut that off. And we got a nice cement floor to put the soldering iron on. Whew, that was tricky. Now we'll let that cool off a bit, and I'll get the fuse, and I have a 5 ampere. I assume, because it says short circuit current 560, max power current 523. So I'm just going to throw a 5 in and see if that works. Now, this will be the tricky part. Getting this thing to come around to this side and getting this one to come on this side. And then we can go out and test this bastard in the sunlight. Okay. That should be good enough. And it's got its little waterproof gasket on there. It's fallen off. Piece of shit. Come on, bitch. Whatever. So, what I can do now, guys, is we take this bastard outside, now that I have a tripod, and put it in daylight, see if this thing pops or not, and check our voltage. So I'll have to go and set that up outside.